Last day of shooting for Naked Beneath the Water, and we have this lovely limo. So we're trying to utilize it as much as possible. And I'm already behind schedule.
Who are you?
I'm the director of the movie Naked Beneath the Water. Never coming to a theater near you.
And where'd you get the idea for it?
Where'd I get the idea for it? Shit, I don't know.
You know, when I first thought of this idea back in the 90s, there weren't a lot of reality shows yet. There was probably Real World, and maybe that was it. And I just sort of saw that this is the future. That people they're all attention whores. They're all fame whores. And the whole idea of Naked was, how far would you go to achieve fame?
We have 23 shots to do today, which are just a couple scenes. Inside the limo, outside the limo, crowd stuff, you know. But I've only got the limo for 3 hours, so I gotta hustle up. All right, get in there, you. These are my storyboards of all the different scenes that need to be done today. And so we're doing these right now, and I gotta do close-up of the gun. Good, okay, let's do a couple of those. No, wait. Okay, now bring it into frame.
All right.
Fire.
Okay, talk to me real quick. What's your name and what's your position on the film?
My name
He's the fluffer.
is Michael Heron.
Michael
I'm the white-haired man for obvious reasons.
Okay, tell
Okay,
me,
so
how
Jeff-
did you get this part?
I got this part
here,
because
so
I'm an old friend of the
I
writer,
guess, can we move
director,
that so it's like more-
editor, and filmmaker,
Yeah.
Sean Kane.
You know,
I
What?
didn't get it because of my
There's a-
acting ability.
one of
I
the
got it
selectors
because
there.
out of default because there was
The
nobody
C-SPAN.
else
Okay,
that
whatever
he
you
could
think
get.
is
He's
appropriate.
alienated
What do you think is
everybody in the business.
I don't know.
It was
yet.
down to me, and I said, okay, you know, kind of like a mercy.
Melody.
fund. This is a mercy act.
And are you enjoying the film?
Oh yeah, it's a lot
Come
of
here.
fun.
What's the scene you're doing?
This is the famous back of the limo scene.
What are you doing in back room?
We're discussing our various murders with our manager and the PR people.
What's your job on this?
my job is, I don't know how I got involved in this. Just helping out with lighting and shooting and stuff. And I'm going to blow something up, too. I'm going to blow up the house.
What's your name?
My name's Jeff Leroy. Actually, strike that from the record. I don't have a pyrotechnics license. My name's Commander X. Hopefully it'll look real cool. It'll just look like a big fire. That you see the house behind him, then a big fireball goes off, and just the whole back, not really fire, but smoke and a flash and junk flying everywhere.
How did you get the experience doing piracy?
I learned by accidents, like these fingers that are missing now. But don't worry, everything's gonna be all right in there. It's perfectly safe. I only killed one person.
Yeah, we'll have you guys come in like that. Put some people back there. We need people over there with signs.
People with signs.
People with signs.
We need a sign.
Need some signs, damn it. I spent a long time on those fucking
a sign.
signs. They better use it.
What are the signs for?
They're stuff for the shaver, man. Because they love the shaver. Everybody loves the shaver. Who doesn't love the shaver?
Everybody loves
Shaver is awesome.
How come Mike Herring's hair is the way it is? Why don't we paint his hair brown too?
Because he was always white.
I'm the white-haired man.
Serge, when we started, your hair wasn't white. It says since gotten white, which is kind of funny.
12 years.
We started making Naked Beneath the Water the day after Christmas, 1992. And the first version of that movie took me about 2.5 years to complete. I completed that in 1995. Back then, it was a lot different than it is now. There weren't any DVDs. There were people like me that were making low-budget horror films, but they were kind of regulated to the side. It was almost like porn in a way. And so the only outlet that you had were sort of indie magazines like Film Threat and Alternative Cinema. And so my idea was to make a film in a genre where if you didn't have a lot of money, it didn't matter because people would buy it anyway, because those sort of films were not mainstream, the horror films. I was going to self-distribute it through these magazines, these underground magazines. And so when I finished in 1995, that's what I did. I got a bunch of VHS copies. like a few hundred, put out ads. I either sold or gave away all those copies.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay, you want
From the
Saturday
top.
Night at Enter?
What's that? Yes, please.
No,
wrong side.
No.
You both come in the same.
Yeah, both.
This is my cameo for this. I'm doing this for this film.
Okay, what kind of film have you done?
What kind of films about? Mostly horror. You know, I was on MTV for a long time, and the show singled out.
How long you been a comic?
I've been a comic all of my life, even before.
What are you guys gonna do now?
We're gonna, crowd stuff. Although I kind of need those cones over there.
Where'd you get the cones? You steal them?
Can I say that on camera?
Yeah, sure. It's yours.
Yes, I did steal them.
Where'd you get them from?
I just found them down the street, actually in front of Felissa Rose's house, who's a kind of a famous B-movie actress. Okay, over a little bit.
We don't have a wind sock, so I took my sock off.
You know, if you get it really close to him, I think we'll be okay.
You know what that looks like? You know, you got the hit.
It's a sock puppet.
It's like me with a condom on.
Yeah.
I really want to.
Smoke being used for.
The house is supposed to blow up. Hey, boy, that one's going like. Yeah, it's gonna be. Well, it should spray it right out in front of the. That's kind of cool.
So this is, they're all looking at the smoke.
Yeah. This is the big money shot. It looks kind of crappy.
All these other films that I was aware of, these low-budget horror films that I was aware of back in the 90s, were suddenly coming out on DVD. They were getting new life. And I was like, whoa, shit. Well, if these movies are coming out on DVD, I can put Naked out on DVD, right? So I went, pulled Naked off the shelf, watched it. Like, oh, what a pile of shit. This is whatever. I can do way better than this. And basically reshot about half of it just because I wanted, again, the whole perfectionist thing. I wanted to be the best I could be. I had new ideas of what to do with those characters. And that's where the new version started. You know, it's like the technology was better, my storytelling was better, my editing was, everything was better, my acting was better even. Because if you look at some of the old version, my acting is really sketchy. And so that's kind of where it began, the new version of that.
Okay, this is the scene, guys. Everyone listen up. Okay. The house just blew up. Serge is the shaver, your hero. He just shaved some dude's hair and he blew up his house. And he's gonna come out and you guys are gonna go, yeah, shaver, you're awesome! And just cheer the shaver, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Run down like, you know. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun, we gotta save the house. Your eyeline just sucks. Serge, no. Okay, hold on. You gotta look more like here. Okay, come here, Serge. Up like that. Okay, yeah. Action. All right, thank you all for being patient. Now we'll be able, now the limo's gotta go, now we'll be able to really sort of, you know, calm down a little bit and
Focus on your close-ups.
yeah, exactly.
If we had known what we were getting into, I mean, ignorance is bliss. We just basically jumped into the deep end. We just cannonballed into the deep end without really knowing what we were getting into. I think if we had known that, well, if we had known the first version was going to take 2.5 years, and then the second version a couple more years after that, I don't think we'd ever had even started it. But, you know, it's like once you push the stone down the hill, it keeps gathering speed, and you can't really get off at that point. You just keep going until you're finished. If you're that type of person, you might be the type of person that doesn't set out to finish what you start. And then I think there are a lot of people like that, and those are the people that don't get their films finished. But I'm not like that. If I set out to do something, it's going to get done. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. It's going to get done one way or another. And I think that's what, you know, Naked Beneath the Water was a little bit about. And I was just fortunate enough to have people that, you know, were there, that enabled me to get the film finished and cared enough either about the film or just cared enough, you know, friendship-wise to be a part of that. And so, yeah, ignorance is bliss.
What are you shooting now?
Him coming out of the house
Okay,
and up to the
starting
balcony.
with, I am shooting.
What?
Starting with I am shooting.
I am shooting the shaver coming out of the house, panning up to the balcony where he hears the screams of his victim. Yes, we're gonna do some pyro. That'll be our last thing we do. No,
And
it's
it's
cool.
ours.
What?
Go. This is it.
Okay, so you're just gonna. Okay. What? We don't want the LAPD here.
I'm not sure what you want, but when he walks, he's got to be a little distance away from the flash pots.
Right.
They're not too bad, but just wind and craziness.
Yeah. So probably do we have to move all this crap then?
Yeah, it'd be good, yeah.
All right.
I don't really want to do one up there because of all those dead, dry plants up there. I don't think I brought a fire extinguisher.
All right.
I thought we see the house, the background going off, you know,
Okay.
behind him.
That's fine. I guess I'll do mine straight on then.
So he's gonna be, I'd say when he gets about here, this is when I'll set the first one off. We'll just bam bam almost simultaneously. Now we're just gonna see. I mean, it's not gonna be a huge explosion. You know, we're just gonna see the thing like breaking up behind him. Just boom, boom. You know, like even that one in Alien Holocaust, that pretty big one we set off behind all the girls when they were running.
Oh yeah.
That really didn't cover up much of the, you know.
That was awesome though.
Okay, well, this should be similar. In fact, I've even used more gunpowder. Thank you. Let me put some debris on these pots, and I think we're about ready to go.
Talk to me. What are you doing?
I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. Okay, let's see.
That's fine. We'll probably be shooting here.
Off. Are you ready?
Yeah, I can be.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to end her cell phone conversation so I don't get distracted. Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay, you call action.
Action.
The wind probably diminished it greatly.
Yeah, right up here. Okay. I didn't know where it was going to be going off.
Let me see how they look.
I think they look good.
I don't think anybody noticed that. If you want to do it again.
He still have his hair.
Smoke dissipated really quickly.
Oh yeah. Michael Jackson ambulance here for the guy.
There I am kicking.
This is the master of work. This is the master of work. The pyro guy.
Go, Jeff! Woo!
Okay, so here's your mark. Okay.
Yep, both cameras are ready.
Camera's rolling.
Huh?
The camera is rolling.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep.
Okay, just call action.
Action. Thanks to Jeff, the master
It's
pyro.
a crap.
It's a crap.
It's a crap.
What do you think those explosions did?
Those explosions were awesome.
They're going to add much production value to this epic film. This film about a man's struggle with his inner demons. And there you go.